Welcome back, 5 Aces.
Battle control initialized.
Hey people, 5 Aces here. Welcome to what is potentially the last part in the best of 9 series between Mr. Kav and Mr. DangShot. And the results couldn't be any closer as of now. The table is telling me that this is a 4/3 lead for Mr. DangShot. So I actually made a mistake in the previous video by accidentally messing up the widget, so it awarded a point to Kav instead of DangShot at the end, but please ignore that. The scoreline is 4-3 for DangShot indeed. And the map here in question is Moonopoly. I was about to say Battlefield Moon, but that was an actual RA, original vanilla RA2, RA1 map. Anyway, so this is probably, or maybe, one of the last casts that I'm gonna be doing as a disembodied voice, but however, I'm going to have a basically a community poll, because some people have uttered that they actually liked me not being in the picture, which I find kind of, well, the cast is gonna certainly lack a certain amount of personality, you know, but that's fine. If people want to see more of the screen and less of myself, then we're gonna put the camera away for now, so let's wait for the results of the poll to come in. And this is pretty much a mirrored build. Honestly, on this map, I would not mind a War Factory opener at all. If any map lends itself to War Factory opener, it's this one. You need to expand a lot faster than on other maps because your starting resources are terribly low. Plus, you also have the time to do so because the rush distance is fairly large. You need to cover a lot of ground, a lot of boots on the ground. Need to cross those marshes here or those desert lands here of the moon in order to rush over to the opponent's base. So kind of weird that no one is opting for a War Factory opener. And everyone's just guarding their oil derricks with 20 rifles. Yeah, oil derricks on the moon. Take that, science. It's maybe like cheese farms, dairy farms on the moon. Yeah, double refinery for both, and a lot of safe play. No cheese to be had at all. Mirrored builds. I mean, with a series this close, you definitely do not want to give this away for free. You do not want to fall prey to some cheese. Rally point for Kav is still out into nowhere. This would be around the time that a first ranger could appear, so his rockets are a bit out in the open, which is a risky business, if you ask me. But he is gathering his forces around the derrick, so he's either expecting a crazy rush onto the derrick, which would not be sustainable, because the derricks are not that... Wow, okay, he's just playing it super safe. Derricks don't yield that much, to be honest. He's just expecting an APC or a ranger to come in and take this by storm. So he's either doing that, or he's preparing for a reach-around attack. Interesting. Triple rocket soldier, and yeah, triple rocket soldier here as well. So this is the standard 20 and 3. Plus we've got an APC on the line for Mr. DangShot, and Kav does not have a vehicle just yet. Kav is slightly behind with his build. How has that happened? Oh, extra harvester. It's 4 harvesters only for... No, it's 4 harvesters for both. What? He's like 15 seconds behind. Must have just been a little bit of a macro slip up then, because nothing else has been going on. So 5th harvester is coming online, MCVs are starting to roll out of the factory. Nothing out of the ordinary here. DangShot is now preparing a flame tower as well, and the economy is also relatively even. Got a slight lead for Kav, but less in the bank. What a passive early game. Well, this could have been used for some narration on current world events. Ranger is out now. Starting to pick off some scouts here and there. APC is not going for it, smartly so, because he just knows that this does nothing. The Ranger just puts the pedal to the middle and skirts off. That's the way this usually goes. Alright, scouts have been disposed of. And APC is still waiting in the wings. There we go. DangShot has hit a breaking point. He is broke in terms of his cash flow for the time present, but he almost has his expansion refinery online. So there is that. Heavy tanks and mediums, respectively, the Abrams and the Is it a T-70 or something? Double-barrel T-70s are starting to roll out of the factory. Ooh, I don't like this clustering of units. This can be so dangerous. MCV does not get blocked by his own friendlies. That's good. Refiner is deployed. A little bit of a skirmish. Oh, wow. Yeah, that is a dead engineer. So nice ambush, waiting in ambush, being patient with the APCs as DangShot has paid off. Very defensive positions for both players. Everybody waiting for the other, for the enemy to make the first mistake and make the first move. This is like in chess, when both players are just gathering all their forces around the middle, around the 4 magical tiles in the middle that you need to contest. Sledgehammer formation here, 2 tanks, hammer and anvil tactics, and macro transfer has been deployed as well. Yeah, see, that's why you need to expand really early on this map. You are harvesting out so easily. Economy lines, yeah, it's nothing too surprising. The 2 tanks that have been split off have been revealed, and Cav knows that there is no way he's gonna get an ambush in under these circumstances. 1 lonesome rifle being sent to just, you know, just pry and prod. Being parked on the ore mines, trying to see if he can find an expansion. Cav has expanded backwards, whereas DangShot is going forward. This is, in the long run, the more profitable expansion, so the longer that DangShot isn't mining from this, the more money he basically loses. Also, Cav is taking the oil derrick under siege. Oh, massive overreaction. I'm not sure if that's a good idea. He's gonna be running into an ambush head first, and there is a range of the screen, so yeah, it's a bit risky. MCV is coming in as well to just provide some base radius, because he's expecting a big push. This is not a good formation for either player. Heavy armor lines are kind of out of position. Oh, I think it's gonna be it's gonna be favoring DangShot, plus he can deploy, yeah, barracks, flame tower, and off we go. That was a nice first win here. Really nice, plus the APC is still alive. Oh my lord! This APC has been tanking a hell of a lot here. Mediums are trying to reposition. I mean, there is more and more rocket soldiers falling. Oh, the APC has a death wish, alright. Fair enough. Heavies are going in right now. They are waltzing all over this position. One of them falls, the other one also falling. But at the end of the day, both players coming out of this with a lot of bruises. Base push situation on the north end, and there is no MCV as of now. DangShot has split off a heavy tank, but it is just running into defensive lines. Uh-oh. Oh, this is gonna be a pummeling on the MCV, but it crucially survives. Can get behind the flame towers for now. Holy cow. Yeah, he tried the base push. That failed spectacularly. That's a lot of power plant that is gonna be losing here. Ouch. Oh, but he makes up for it by finding his way into the economy lines. He's gonna be losing more power plants than Chernobyl. Are we there yet? Oh, okay. Construction yard. Survives. That is crucial. Lots of harvesters on a dead patch here. Okay, needs an eco-transfer stat. Flank has found its way into the main base. A couple of units left behind. Oh, the artillery. That's gonna hit really hard. That's gonna be hitting super hard against this infantry ball. Harvesters gets pulled offline. Gets pulled off the line for now, but rerouted. Very nice. Well, those infantry are basically just marching conga line of doom. Ooh, rifle infantry gets a mad vet. Yep. They know that they can't live. They won't be living to the end of the day here. Artilleries are gonna close in eventually, so they're just buying as much time as possible. Yeah, not the best of runs for DangShot. He's lost a lot of assets. He's trying to make up for it by pounding on the other side of the door. Knock knock, motherfucker. Unfortunately, there is an army as well as build radius here, so kind of not the best of ideas. No, you can park outside of the construction radius though. Black Hawks have started appearing and the army is about to rotate, so this would be a good cue to retreat. The assets are firmly in Cav's favor. We're gonna go to the production lines here. Tech center as well. He is rushing to tier 3. I've heard a Tesla zap somewhere. Oh, here. Yeah, that just killed the scout. Alright, I think it all boils down to DangShot. It all went south for him when he decided not to go for the valuable minerals here. This expansion should have been claimed earlier. We're gonna take a look at lifetime earnings for this match. Yep, plummeting. Plummeting way harder on one side than the other. Tanya is on the menu. V2s and Yaks are coming out now. I mean, this is a super exposed position, so 2 Yaks can just obliterate this in one strafe. So that's something he's got going for himself. Flanking heavy did not get very far. Did not accomplish anything. Tanya is out. She's, where's the primary building? I'm gonna take a look, because Tanya positioning is always... Oh, there she is. Tanya positioning is always super important. Oh, the engineer though, waiting in the wings. Alright, this would be the time to go for a scouting run. If not now, when? When if not now? 2 V2s have been procured. You need to follow it up with a flak truck at least. Because, yeah, just 1 flak truck is mandatory to protect your V2s. And we've seen in game number 6, I believe, that those can be so incredibly cost efficient. 4 harvesters here, they need to be transferred because, guys, hate to break it to you, but you're doing unpaid overtime and not accomplishing anything here. It's like after a 70-day work week, just any extra hours you put in now is are just completely worthless because your output is plummeting. You're not doing anything of value here, my friends. Oil derrick goes down. Scouting run, he sees Tanya. He should honor. This would be a free snipe on the Arty. Should be a bit more proactive with the Yaks, maybe. He's trying to position the rocket launcher in a way that it doesn't die immediately. Yeah, this needs to be at least 1 or 2 flak trucks. Otherwise, the V2s don't do anything. Dang is procuring another war factory. I know what he's going for here. Heard some Arty shots. Oh, okay. Worth it. Not the greatest of trades in the history of trade deals, but still worth it. At the end of the day. 3 Yaks out now. That is some serious line of sight boosting. Oh, he also got a spy in. Somehow he always manages to get the spies in. I don't know how he does it. So that is one thing that I would do differently, is DangShot is not using his Yaks very proactively. Should just use them to find openings. They're so good at trading up in value if you can get those snipes, like killing Tanya, killing an artillery here or there. Crashing into a Wob on the way out, maybe, would be an option. Alright, that was maybe a little overkill. Look at the rocket. Oh! This V2 is already paid for itself. Has killed 5 rocket launchers, I believe. That is some crazy value. We're on the other side, we're also seeing a little siege commencing. And this is where Yak production has to go into overdrive. Tech center is out. I fear it's a little too late here. His tier 3 tech units are not gonna be hitting on time, I believe. Especially considering he's Russia and Russia has Tesla tech. Oh, nice crash, but the artillery lives. Oh no, not like this. He's trying to take some blind pot shots here. What? That's water? Those tiles are actually colored water. That's super interesting. Because we've seen the drowning animation. Oh, he's going for it. Good hustle. That was a really good Yak. Yeah, it's so easy for them to trade up, as you've seen here. 2 artilleries, couple rockets on the way out. Yeah, that's the way to go. Is that a longbow? That is a longbow. So super mobile anti-air has been purchased as well. Tanya is just waiting behind enemy lines, behind friendly lines. Man, yeah, flak trucks are out now. I feel like it's a little too late. The transition should have come earlier. Also, he didn't have the cash for tier 3, obviously. Yep. You need a bigger flak ball at this point in time. Also, the way you deal with the V2, with the anti-air creep is you send your V2s out. You need a strike force of 3 V2s, send them out to kill an anti-air gun in one burst, and then pull them back. That's the only way to combat the anti-air creep. Because trading Yaks in becomes more and more risky. Alright, that's slightly worth it. It becomes more and more risky to do this. Because at the end of the day, when there is more anti-air guns, the likelihood that you'll get in and actually kill your target just decreases more and more. Yeah, I feel like DangShot is mined out pretty much. He's tapped out on almost all his expansions, and he's starting to get pushed back here. It's not looking too hot for him anymore. In terms of assets, yep. 10k easy lead without that much combat. I'm not sure about the mammoths. Not the right decision. Shock troopers, not the right decision for the job either, because you're up against a massive infantry force. Yeah. MiGs can be good. Alright. MiGs can be really good. Yeah. Sniping some infantry in the backlines, doing some backline interference, and just taking your opponent's attention away from the front lines. Now he has to rotate. He's going for a full scouting run. Very good. Oh, that's the longbows firing on the infantry. Whoops. That's a good hustle. Yeah, he sees the infantry ball. Should definitely do something about that. Maybe the V2s. V2s? APC backtick. Is he trying to go for like a flamer bust on the tech center? Because that's relatively unprotected anyway. Could just run in with 2 Yaks and snipe it for free. Yeah, Yaks typically don't have the longest half-life in OpenRA. Oh, he is not rearming his MiGs. Oh, blanket fire though. The hits! The third is popping up. That has been juicy. He should have been more proactive with these V2s to begin with though. But still, just marvelous to see. Nice to see those hits zooming in. Yep, anti-air gun creep has commenced. And at this rate, you need some V2s to rotate over. Oh no. Oh. That is risky business. Okay, he's waiting for the Iron Curtain. So an Iron Curtain bust has been in preparation for a long time now. On the northern side, though, we're seeing lots of army movement. Oh, he's trying to breach. I feel that's enough. I feel he's got the forces to crack this. To crack this little shell. On the other side is waiting as well, because the Iron Curtain can only be fired on one target. I mean on 5 targets, but only on one side of the map, is the thing. Mobile flag should maybe come forward a little and try and prod the longbow. Send it back. Ooh, this heavy tank has inflicted some serious damage. Alright. Tesla troopers. Are the Teslas gonna make the difference? I don't know. Oh, this is gonna be it. On the other side, no army movement just yet. We're gonna have to do some multitasking here. But the front lines are crumbling. Yeah, there is not enough heavy armor here for DangShot. Oh, this, however, this dispatch is just going into a meat grinder. Yikes. Okay, maybe Iron Curtain should be fired. Yeah. Iron Curtain fired on this side. I think he was waiting for the Iron Curtain. On the other side, though, there are so many more units. This is insane. This is such an absolute overabundance of units. I mean, the Shockies can kind of trade up in value because they've got the range. Their range is pretty good. Their actual firepower is... They one-tap infantry, but only one at a time, so it's kind of difficult to make them make those trades worthwhile. Oh, flak truck. Flak truck trying to find the angle. Flak truck getting pummeled by artillery, as per usual. Yep, that's the push. And the artilleries are in such a good position here. Not anymore. Not anymore. They have gone rogue. Alright, those artillery drivers, they did not deserve a promotion. And, well, a promotion they did not get. End of story. The MiGs for line of sight enhancement, they're so good here. He's trying to get some pot shots on the tanks as well. Ooh, V2 lining up for the center of mass. But trading for a longbow, that is very much worth it. Was that the only longbow that Cav had? I think it was. Oh, this ball is waiting in the wings. Ooh, as soon as the next Iron Curtain is up. This is gonna be lethal. Alright, Cav is moving back somewhat. There needs to be a snipe on Tanya, otherwise Tanya can go to town. That is the single most dangerous factor for DangShot right now, is if he doesn't... Ooh, nice. Ooh, so close, but backlining and getting some more harvesters. So, let's see the economy. Only 3 harvesters remaining! My lord! What is happening here? Cav only has 3 more harvesters, but he has an ace in the hole, quite literally. Uh-oh. Oh, the Iron Curtain has been fired. Yeah, this engagement is gonna go terribly, terribly south for Cav. GG! I don't know. This was well fortified, but with a well-protected Tanya, that there was no way of reliably sniping her. This could have easily wiped the base if Tanya were allowed to stay alive for long enough. What a game. 10 minutes of absolutely nothing, just building up, having set up like a 10-minute no-rush pact, and then going to town on all fronts. And in the end, I was honestly expecting DangShot to lose this, but he persevered and was patient enough to get the Iron Curtain off twice and get value from that, whereas no support powers on tier 3 for the allies. No Chronosphere, plus the MiGs running backline interference, killing 3 harvesters here, yeah. Dismantling the economy, essentially. That was a nice combination of patience and tech play. Alright, so that puts us at a 5-3 for Cav, and we've got one more game to go. See you in a minute.
Battle control terminated. Battle control initialized.
Alright, this is the last game of the series, and fuck's sake, this is played on Kosovo again. Yeah, this... It's not only the map, both the map and the namesake have a history of producing some conflict. Anyway, it's got this weird spring tile set that looks slightly different. If you can, yeah, that's just some palette changes. Spring. Kosovo, springtime for the Balkans. Let's put it at that. Alright, Cav going for France, and DangShot going for Brits this time around, so that's also a good old, age-old rivalry that is not so pertinent to the concurrent situation going on in Ukraine. Alrighty, a little bit of a scuffle here. First skirmishes. Oh, both soldiers walking away to tell the tale. That is a rare occasion. What a gentleman-like agreement here. Cav using his infantry in 5 stacks and just lining up his firing squads. Yep. He's baiting hard. DangShot is not taking that bait at all. Must be double ref. Yep, double ref it is. Double ref 20 stack, that is the MO that has proven itself fruitful time and again. Ooh, with nice force fire, DangShot was able to relocate. Push out the army. Cav needs to wait for some reinforcements to arrive. He didn't have his forces compounded. I think he went 15 rifles into engineer as opposed to 20. Oh, moving at exactly the wrong time. He's trying to cut into the reinforcement lines. Oh! That was questionable. Very questionable from Cav. He knew the army was sitting still there, like... Basically, you move, you lose. Standing infantry have a defender's advantage simply by virtue of not only firing first, but also the line of sight works in mysterious ways. Because sometimes your unit gets into an updated position before the vision cone updates, so your line of sight is actually diminished by half a cell for a brief moment, which is a weird effect of the OpenRA movement system, or that also was the case in the original, so they just have been faithful to the originals, I guess. So instead he's opting for the other Derek, but under heavy losses. We're gonna take a look at the combat tab. Yep. Jeez, he's lost. Wait, he's killed 1800, huh? How has that happened? Was the first engagement so expensive for Cav? NG. Okay, interesting. I mean, it makes sense that DangShot is super ahead in the combat tab because, yeah, it just routed Cav's forces, but I'm not seeing Cav's engineer on the board anymore. No, wait, he was just in the Ranger. That had me confused for a while. Again, we're having a 10-second discrepancy in terms of the service depot timing. Maybe Cav is building an extra power plant every single time. He's got 2? No. No, that's not either. So then it is simply just a macro discrepancy. Interesting to analyze though, because those little differences can sometimes make, just snowball into the mid game. Having your MCV on a spot 10 seconds before the opposition is a big deal. You get to deploy your first field defense way earlier, get to reposition earlier. Okay. Taking the Derek back. Derek for Derek. Alright, alrighty then. The Ranger may be in time to snipe it. Yeah, that's easily in time. Wait, where's DangShot going? What's he doing? That was a free snipe on the NG. Welp. Decides to play it super safe. Engineer doing some flex push-ups. It's like, yeah, I wrenched all of that into existence. I wrenched that into my faction's favor. Thank you very much. Rip. That flex cost him his life. No? Yeah. There we go. Okay, DangShot could have played that a little more aggressively, could have sniped the engineer, but not a big deal. At the end of the day, we're gonna be seeing the first tank out here from Cav. We're also gonna be seeing mirrored expansion lines for now. DangShot moving forward with this MCV, taking the second expansion as well. Those are hard to hold, because there's this divide in the middle. There's this little hill, and it's hard to rotate, especially when there's just a little tank run by or something. Something running interference, sometimes hard to hold against that. The Ranger doesn't have an engineer anymore. How unfortunate. There's a barracks, there's a pillbox, there's another... No, there is a refinery coming online in just a minute. Third expansion already being claimed by Cav. I like what he's doing there. He's saturating this expansion fully because this has got 2 mines. It's relatively rich in minerals, and then he's deploying an extra refinery in backlines. And he still has construction radius here. I love this position. This can cover, this construction yard can cover all 3 expansions. That is a huge deal. That is an absolutely glorious position to fortify. I really like what he's doing. On the other side, not so much. This is a 2 MCV build, as per usual. Players will rarely invest into a 3rd MCV this early in the game because it's 2,000, that's basically the worth of 3 tanks. And you don't want to be behind 3 tanks when the first big engagement starts. Reach around from Cav's army, and it somehow has been sniffed out by DangShot. I think he's... Did he have a scout there? Maybe. Asset should be fairly even, yeah. 45k ballpark. That is relatively normal around the time of the game. Cav is going for a Radadome already. Ooh, that is very spicy. I like where this is going. This expansion is completely unprotected. If Cav strikes now, while the iron is hot, he is gonna be in a good position. If he can push him off this... Ooh, this is nasty. What a nasty little run by. Gets to snipe everything here. Completely for free before the engagement even starts. Assault move has been commenced. Alright. Not so free anymore. Rangers poking each other while on the move. Yeah, this should be stop command now. There we go. getting into a compact position so he can at least trade parts of his army off, because he knows this army is forfeit. Yeah. It's gonna be costly. Wow, okay. A lot more costly than I had initially expected. Man, almost no losses for DangShot. Yikes. 14k over 8k. Not sure if worth it. But he has dismantled the econ on the top side yet again with another split push. Tanks are not connecting. Second tank not connecting either. Oh. So has he lost any harvesters? 1, 2, 3, 7. No, all 8. All the harvesters got relocated. What a terrible time. What a terrible trade for the Cav. Assets 8k discrepancy. And this army is just waltzing right through him. Yeah, there is an ore truck already lost for Cav. It is not looking good for Cav right now. Plus he's got his artilleries, and the artillery transition was maybe a bit too early. Maybe it can be good here. Maybe he's gonna start holding a little longer. But he's terribly far behind. 6 harvesters under 8. 10k bank discrepancy. He needs to make up for it with his Black Hawk play. And he needs to be so efficient. Double helipad though. That clues us in that he is going for a mass Black Hawk play. Could be good. It's hard to really get a value against blobs with Black Hawks. Black Hawks have fallen out of the meta. And the reason why is, firstly, blob style is, blob foo is back in fashion. And second off, players have gotten so much better at just pressing the stop command at the right time or putting in something that enhances your line of sight. You know, there are many options to counter Black Hawks. And unlike V2s, unlike Yaks, they're not fast enough to inflict serious damage before getting shot out of the skies. And they're also not moving forward while they're falling out of the skies, so the chances of them getting some good crashes in are almost 0. So that's why they've kind of fallen out of the meta. Plus, Radar Rush itself has been heavily disincentivized. Oh, I mean, they're good with line of sight though, so starting to take pummeling, take a little bite-sized chunk out of this army. Ooh, good value here. Oh, that's juicy. Loses 1 Black Hawk, but that's fine. Good hustle here, good hustle. Should maybe keep it around for a little longer to just have the line of sight. Huh? Decides against it. I mean, tech play is always a risk. There's the upfront investment. I gotta invest some money to make some money. I'm liking that he's taking those risks, but not sure if that's actually gonna be viable in the long term. 18k bank for DangShot. Are you kidding me? Cav has at least rebuilt his harvesters, so his income is not gonna be terrible. Not great, not terrible. 8 harvesters. Yeah. Oh, gets another harvester here. Putting him down to 7 again. Yikes. That one was already severely damaged though. The tank is still on the loose. Could still stand to get another harvester here. Oh. Yeah, I think this tank is gonna get another harvester, huh? Cav has been a bit too slow to send it back. Okay, lucky. Survives on 1 HP. That's a big deal. Look at his harvesters. It would have been 6. That would have been such an income discrepancy. Blackhawks are trying to find some value. Tanya is already out. Whoa. Alrighty then. Cav is also trying to make up for it by building his own tech center. I mean, DangShot is floating so hard. Damn, what a series here. What a game 3. What a game 9. We've actually gone tier 3 in almost all the games. That is so sick. This is so nasty. This is where allied mirrors become nasty because it's all about artillery hits. You cannot approach this army head on, especially not with Tanya in the mix. You cannot do so with Blackhawks. They just get shot out of the skies. It's so tough. Oh my goodness, he's going in. No, no, this is a bad idea. This is an atrocious idea. Tanya is allowed to free fire. She's... oh, nope. Just doing her hair. Come on. She's cutting into the reinforcement lines. That's something. Oh my lord. Tanya going to town here. The crush though? Oh, good crush. Tanya has been cleaned up as well. Wow. Okay, the army actually got killed off, surprisingly. I would have banked on DangShot taking this engagement in Storm. It all basically boiled down to Tanya being a little out of position, just waving her hair. It's like OpenRA internalized misogyny, yeah. What's a woman gonna do in the battlefield? Do her hair? Come on. Nah, just kidding. Yeah, but this Tanya, the first Tanya, definitely not the best of shots. Second Tanya maybe a little more efficient, hopefully. The shelling has started. Counter-artillery batteries are about to deploy. That all you got. Man, this is... Ooh! Tanya's... Oh, Tanya's dead. Alright, alright. That's big. Tanya is indeed dead. Oh, the artillery's getting some good hits still. Artillery hit squad. Man, allied mirrors. I'm telling you. Allied mirrors can be so brutal. Man, neither of those players, they've all traded off all their armies. Wait, those are the only armies that are still on the field? Really? What the hell? This has been a lot more costly for both players than I'd expected. What? Just shoot down the artillery. Oh, the artillery is going into melee! Carv, what are you doing? I think he has hotkeyed his entire vehicle lines. Whoa, Tanya is living a dangerous life here. But she's still alive. Oh, Tanya Vita. The counter snipe. And that was definitely the Tanya from Carv. Ooh. Armies being traded off yet again. Longbow transition from DangShot. My lord, what is this game? No one has any armies left. 0 standing armies. This is all about Tanya and artilleries. It is so brutally tough to play this. By the way, this expansion is unclaimed. DangShot's Tanya is going to be out on the field a little earlier. But does that really matter? The army from Kav a little out of position right now. Man, look at this. Tanya v Tanya. One artillery. It's gonna take you a little while to bust through this defensive line here. Just putting it out there. Just a little heads up. This is the only untapped expansion as of now, and DangShot is definitely gonna have to gobble it up immediately. DangShot has his economy skyrocketing, comparatively speaking, but it was Kav who was ahead for a long time. Alright, this base may fall. May, though, be traded off. Whoa, this is a complete infantry. Oh, wow, he killed a harvester here as well. This is a complete tank transition. Almost no infantry left here for DangShot. What a crazy series. Longbow is waiting. I'm not sure what the longbow can accomplish that a Blackhawk doesn't. Mobile anti-air is not really a thing that you need in an allied mirror. Because you've got static anti-infantry that is just much more efficient. Anti-air. The longbow trying to snipe out at artillery. Successfully so. You can always try and go for and angle for those artillery kills, but it's usually not the best of ideas. They're usually well protected. Oh, this is big. Rocket and rifle dispatch cleaning up a harvester plus denying access to the expansion. Yeah, complete war factory transition. That's the 4th war factory already out for DangShot. I'm not sure what he's going for. Unless you've got a Chronosphere with that, it doesn't really help you. Oh, radar jammers. Okay, radar jammers are a good idea. Nasty entrenched position for the artilleries. Oh, you can't fight into this. The mobile radar jammers, that's the key. That's the key component. However, they do not deflect arty shells. So, unless your opponent does forget about building arties, it's tough to win still. Almost too many aircraft for DangShot. This is the aircraft, yeah. Longbows completely get annihilated by mobile radar jammers, get completely nullified. And the Blackhawks themselves don't really do all that much. I think this needs to be more artilleries. He's got 3 more here. Man, this is a tense game on the knife's edge. Like, whoever takes the next engagement is gonna win the game, is my prediction. Longbow has thus far paid off quite handsomely, surprisingly so. Not going into anti-aircraft gun range. Smart. Take a look at the economy. DangShot is now broke. Anti-air gun has been deployed here as well. The assets still in DangShot's favor, but only by a small margin. Okay, this has been re-established, so that's big. But another tank run by has found 2 more harvesters. At least one of them gets killed off, the other one survives for now. Still, that is income that is potentially lost forever to the space-time continuum. Defensive position for the artilleries this time around. Cav has learned from round 1. He has also rearmed most of his aircraft. Oh, all of his aircraft actually. Yeah, sending Tanya away from the blob is the right move. 1 tank being split off here again into the untapped expansion, but he's soon finding himself in the barrels of 2 rocket soldiers. More rockets. Okay, he doesn't care. He's just trying to kill the harvesters here. Engagement has started. That's gonna be the big one. MCV from Cav is trying to establish a location to build from. Oh, most of the artillery are going down. Yep, that's number 1. The other one also taking a juicy chunk out of this army. And dead. Okay, no more artilleries for the time being. So this would be the time for the artillery from Cav to go to town. Oh, nice hit. Dead center into the cluster. Good play. Good play, gotta say. Like, the forward anti-air gun is making all the difference here. Really good idea. DangShot is going for the avalanche of steel approach. That does not work with mass rocket soldiers. Look at the rocket density. Look at how many of those people have been given a bazooka. This is not what you'd want. Oh, Tanya. Tanya is going super far forward. Ooh. Gets killed for a... No, she's still alive. Holy macaroni, she is alive. Somehow. By the skin of her teeth and still has time to fix her hair. Apparently so. Oh, that's just barely outside of anti-air gun range. If one of those helicopters pushes the other... then they're gonna be in AA gun range. Oh no! The crash is, taking out Tanya as well as an entire platoon's worth of infantry. Not the best of choices. Going into AA gun range here, what a terrible night to have a curse. I think Cav is heavily overcommitting. He's reliant on his infantry here. Tanya is sniping the reinforcements. Really good play from DangShot. Really good Tanya position. Yeah, Cav's infantry are depleted now. Down goes Tanya, but not before inflicting significant structural damage here. Another wave is coming in from Cav. What is this game? Okay, Tanya from Cav is somewhere. Yeah, there she is. Somewhere in the mix. Too bad he ain't... Ooh, okay, this expansion has been denied. Too bad he ain't Russia, because 1 Tesla coil over the ridge would seal the deal for this expansion line. So with that out of the way, I think this is now a massive economy lead for DangShot, or army lead. I should say Chronosphere as well. I like the Chronosphere edition. This is what really gives your mass vehicle build its punch. Because as soon as the timer is up, you can just Chronoshift 5 tanks onto unsuspecting enemy infantry and have them turned into ground beef. That is basically what he's waiting for here. Really good call. Even though he's not playing as the Germans, this is still very valuable. Yeah, and just like that, Cav is forced into renegotiating his own position with himself. Moving back a little, front lines have shifted. Assets a 25k lead now. 25%, that is big. One lonesome tank from Kav being tasked with killing off the ore trucks. Not gonna happen, my friend. Artillery having a grudge against this particular tile here. Oh! Does he have whoa, that hit. Does he have GPS already? Wait a sec, he might... Yeah, he does have GPS, that's why. Okay, the fronts are established. Kav doesn't... Yeah, Kav does have GPS as well, never mind. Tech timing was earlier. But both players have access to tech now. The latest in global positioning technology. Ooh, this tank going in for a chase, nice. And moving out again. Yeah, okay, this changes the game so much. You do not... If you're someone who's playing OpenRA casually, you do not know how much stress GPS puts on you, because you just need to observe everything at once. It is so tough. Plus, the Chronosphere has not been revealed yet. This could be a massive game changer. The big engagement is about to happen. Uh-oh. Yep. The lines are forming. And this is so tough to play now for both players. It is insane how hard you have to micro on all fronts. Let's see, let's go into Kav's vision. And he knows he can't get much value because the infantry are just out of reach. Oh, there's the Chronoshift. Massive blob of rocket soldiers has just gotten obliterated. That is most of the rocket soldiers here. Holy cow. The value on the Chronoshift here was completely insane. Alright, I think that seals the deal, right? And shifting back as well. I think that already seals the deal because there's not enough rockets left to deal with the wave of steel here. That is waiting in ambush. Man, this series. Yeah, and GPS also fixes the stupid bug where units are shooting at stuff in the fog of war. Oh, the hits. Where units are shooting at dead stuff in the fog of war. Oh my lord, Kav is just getting obliterated. Yeah, I think that's it. He killed the harvester here, fine. But no. This is no longer happening. He does not stand a chance here. Mechanics as well. This is brilliant. Mechanics can just patch up the tanks before they go in for another Chronoshift. Yeah. Where's Tanya? I cannot see anything. It is too chaotic. The Allied versus Allied mirror, it is too much. Oh, there is a lot of rockets coming back home from an unsuccessful venture into the enemy expansion lines. Yeah, Chi-Chi from... Oh! Nice spawn on Tanya, but ultimately proving to be fruitless. The mechanics also just providing mad value because they allow the tanks from DangShot to go in for a Chronoshift and just be patched up again. This would have over time gotten him so much value. I honestly have to say this is one of the few times where I've seen a Chronosphere maybe not change the tide of battle because Kav was already in the back foot, but definitely have a massive impact on how the engagement played out, because whether he knew it or not, he Chronoshifted into 90% of Kav's rocket soldiers. Maybe he went for a scouting run before and knew the position, maybe it was a bit lucky, but it was still an absolutely amazing play that left Kav with way too few rocket soldiers to deal with the wave of steel here. What a series! So, let us do the math. We started at a 5-3. This is now a... Jeez, this is a 7-3? No, wait. No, sorry. 6-3. Must be the case, right? Yeah. 6-3 for DangShot. Whoa. This is an absolutely amazing series that has been played out here. And I want more of that. I want more of those crazy series. So, thank you all for sticking with me through this, and we're gonna put up the community poll in a couple days to let you decide whether the face cam is going to stay away for now or not. Yeah, and it's been a great run. Thank you to I Like Men for sending me this. There is gonna be more content on the way. There is gonna be Shadow Paradise finally. I've promised it a couple times, but yeah, my graphics card did not like recording that game because it got really framey. But I think this should be fixed now. By the way, I'm also, as soon as I've moved to another location, I'm gonna have a new setup, because I'm moving across the country in half a year basically, and I'm also gonna be purchasing a stationary PC, because this laptop situation is too annoying for me to deal with permanently. So yeah, there's at least a little outline on me getting a better setup that can actually handle video rendering. Thank you to everyone who offered to render it for me. The problem is that those files are A, massive. We're talking like, I think for the patch Spotlight it would be around 60 gigs. And B, also really disjointed. It would be, 60 clips, like 50 graphics. It would be an absolute mess. So I don't think that's viable, but thank you anyway. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching. I'll see you next time. We want more mechanics, we want more tier 3. This was an absolutely brilliant replay package. 5 Aces out.